It's been a struggle versus the Mariners this year for the Athletics, and last night was no different. The M's banged out 4 big flies, scoring 7 runs in a rout as the A's winning streak came to an end. Tonight, the Green and Gold play their last night game of the 2017 season in front of the Oakland faithful. Daniel Migden will get the ball. The September call-up has not disappointed. He's thrown 16 consecutive scoreless innings, and he is putting in a claim to be part of the starting rotation next year. It's game 2 of 3. A's Mariners coming up next. Final home night game of the year here at the Coliseum. It's a beautiful night for baseball as we get set for game 2 of the series. Pitching matchup, lefty James Paxton for the Mariners, and for the Athletics, the righty Daniel Migden. It's the Oakland A's and the Seattle Mariners coming up on NBC Sports California, powered by Xfinity. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Oakland A's baseball. Along with Ray Fossey, I'm Glenn Kuiper. You saw Daniel Migden heading down to the bullpen. Boy, he's been terrific at his last 2 starts, Ray. And for a guy whose season started out tough because he was injured, he really didn't get going until May. He's ending strong, and that's good for him. You know, it's been outstanding pitching for him. You started in Philadelphia. The last road trip, he had 2 starts. They were spectacular. This was in Philadelphia. He went the distance. How about a shutout? 4-0 as the Athletics defeated the Phillies. He was great there. And then, not only that, he followed it up in Detroit. I think that was just as well because he was pitching on adrenaline in Philadelphia. Came out, pitched 7 solid innings against the Tigers at Comerica Park. So 16 innings, shutout baseball. Has not walked a batter, and he's striking out a bunch. So a good time for him to be pitching as well as he is. Mariners send James Paxton to the mound. He's had a very good year except for injuries. They always seem to get this guy when he's healthy. He is really, really good. Well, one of the outstanding left-handed pitchers in all of baseball, and the Mariners have him, and you're right, try to keep him healthy. A couple of stints on the disabled list, but the way he is pitched, if the Mariners do get him back on a consistent basis, and King Felix, basically if they keep their pitchers healthy, they've got a chance to do something because they have the offense. It's just been the pitching that's been a struggle. So Paxton looking for his 13th win of the year, and the A's are trying to break a 7-game losing streak to the Mariners. Let's hope that happens tonight here at the Coliseum. Game 2 of 3. It's the A's and the Mariners. We're going to have lineups and first pitch when we come back. So keep it right here on NBC Sports California.
On NBC Sports California is brought to you by Southwest. Yes to low fares with nothing to hide. That's transparency. By Toyota, the full-line automaker with the longest-lasting vehicles in America. Toyota, let's go places. And by Jack in the Box. Come try the new $4.99 Smoky Jack Burger Combo with small fries and a small drink. Limited time only.
Well, welcome back to the Coliseum. He's trying to even up the series at a game apiece as they send the right-hander Daniel Migden to the mound. Game time weather for tonight presented by the Santa Cruz Beach Boardwalk. The admission-free boardwalk is open this weekend, and the hot weather continues in the Bay Area. It's 77 degrees right now. First pitch here at the Coliseum. So it is another warm night. Let's look at the starting lineup for the visiting Seattle Mariners. Their lineup is brought to you by Southwest Airlines, and here it is. Ben Gamel, Mitch Haniger, both had good nights last night. Robinson Cano, Nelson Cruz, Yonder Alonso a home run. Zunino a home run as well last night. Valencia's in there, he's in right field. Gordon Beckham plays third. Taylor Motter is the shortstop.
Hey, cannot say enough about what Daniel Migden has done, especially his last two starts. He has 1-2 on the season, one of them coming in Philadelphia with a shutout. And as we detailed in the open, he is pitching outstanding baseball. His last two starts total of 16 innings. I'd like to continue that tonight against the Mariners team that the A's, like my partner said, I'd like to beat them. Be fun.
Davis, Smolinski, Canna in the outfield. Chapman, Simeon, Lowry, Healy on the infield. And Josh Begley is behind the plate tonight. So Daniel Migden is on the rubber, and he's ready to go as Ben Gamel steps in. It is Portuguese Heritage Night. See the giveaway in the background, the good-looking green and red beanie. First pitch of the game from Migden is a 92-mile-an-hour fastball that's in for a strike. So we are underway from the Coliseum. Mariners won last night by a final score of 7-1. Quick 0-2 to Gamel. $11 home runs, 58 RBIs for Gamel, and a .277 batting average. Umpires for tonight. That's Ted Barrett. He's the crew chief, and he is calling balls and strikes. Woodring, Hernandez, and Barksdale. Ben Gamel last night was 1 for 5. He had a double and a run scored. Mariners had 7 hits last night, and of course 4 home runs.
All 4 home runs, elevated pitches, and the ball traveled very well. Probably expected to do it again tonight.
Shallow right. Canna hustling in. Canna dives, and he had it, and it pops out of his glove. And Gamel, with good hustle, ends up at second base. So it was in Canna's glove for a moment, and then it popped out.
And just enough that he had to go into the dive, and once that happened, it was a big swing by Gamel, but the ball didn't go anywhere off the end of the bat. Had it, but when he hit the ground, it popped out. And of course, with Gamel running all the way, knowing that if it did drop, he was going to get to second. He does, and that's how the game begins. Good pitch off the end of the bat from Migden's standpoint, but the result is a double.
Exmo brought to you by Cache Creek Casino Resort. So that's how the ball game begins. Here's Mitch Haniger. Haniger was the hitting hero last night for Seattle. He had a pair of home runs. Knocked in 3, so 16 home runs now on the year for Haniger. Hits that one toward right field. More action for Canna. He's on the move, and he makes the catch. So Gamel tags up. He heads over to third.
Well, this was last night, Mitch Haniger, and the first one was a curveball, and it was long gone. Gossett knew it as he just turned away as the ball way up, and this one a little bit better down, but still a curveball. Nonetheless, just barely made it over the left center field wall. Multi-home run game for the young man.
Interesting names on there. Mariners rookie home run leaders: Alvin Davis, 1984, Tartable. Rupert Jones. I wish he would have hit 23, Ray, but instead he hit 24.
That's right. 77 hit his 24. Wow. Yeah, Hick might have been in a real record book.
He would have
passed
Cy Young.
That's right.
So here's Robinson Cano. The A's bring the infield in. Runner at third and one out. Cano sitting on 94 RBIs. And he lays off again. 2-0 the count.
Kind of tough guy to pitch around because of the big man, Nelson Cruz, in the on deck circle. But there is the possibility if you can get a ground ball from Nelson Cruz. Last night the A's were hopeful that would happen before Zunino hit the home run to right center. After a good play by Smolinski in center field.
2-1 now to Robinson Cano with Nelson Cruz waiting in the on deck circle.
Fastball outside corner, perfectly thrown, and good velocity at 92, but the location spectacular. That's the most important thing. You throw 95, 98 in the middle, rather have the 92 on the corner.
Popped up foul. Pitch cast brought to you by Penn Fed Credit Union. So 2-2 the count. Cano in his career has driven in 100 runs or more in a season 4 times. He's 6 RBIs away from doing it this year.
Circle changeup grip. Nice shot, Tommy, because the thumb and index finger forming the circle and the 3 fingers on the baseball. He did move it around, though.
Sliced foul.
Cano's a tough guy to strike out. That's the problem. You'd like to get a strikeout, but he somehow finds a way to make contact, put the bat on the ball. And the A's are hopeful that if that is the case, it's a ground ball to an infielder or a pop-up. Josh Phegley, take a look at the feet of the hitter. That is a curved ball, you would think, the number 2.
And I think Cano went. Yes, he did.
Yeah, that's a huge one.
So they check with Lance Barksdale. He says Cano went around.
That's a huge strikeout. The curveball, he threw it hard enough that Robinson Cano at least started. He thought he had held up, but Lance Barksdale says no.
Batting in the 4th position.
And that was enough. And Ted Barrett, as good home plate umpires should, defer to the bases, and that was just enough of the bat head going through the zone. That was a call that the A's appreciated.
So 2 outs for Nelson Cruz. Nelson Cruz with 115 RBIs, most in the American League. See if Mignon can get him. 37 home runs.
Nelson Cruz very aggressive last night, swinging at a lot of different pitches. Some strikes, others not.
Very high, deep right field. Canna's back. Canna's still back. He leaps and he caught it. Timed his leap perfectly up against the wall. What a play by Mark Canna. So more good defense by the A's, and it saved a run. Worth another look. is brought to you by Southwest Airlines. Marcus Semien in the leadoff spot. Chapman second, Lowry third, Davis fourth. Ryan Healy at first base again tonight. Then it's Canna, Nunez, Fegley, and Smolinski.
And it is James Paxton, the outstanding lefty for the Mariners, on the mound. He's faced the A's a couple of times. And 1-1, and the A's 1-1, but no decision for him. But good lefty, fastball mid-90s. He also throws a cutter, curveball, changeup, and a very good lefty that stay healthy. Who knows what the young man can do.
Gamble, Haniger, Valencia in the outfield. Beckham, Motter, Cano, Alonso in the infield. Zunino's your catcher. Gordon Beckham at third, so Seager getting the night off. And here's Marcus Semien. First pitch is up and away. 256 for Semien, 8 home runs, 37 RBIs. He's got 19 doubles. He's got 1 triple. Semien, a home run last night for the A's only run. Hits this one well, left center field. Gamble's back. Gamble turns around, and that baby's gone. Number 9 for Marcus Semien, and the A's take a 1-0 lead.
When Nelson Cruz hit his ball, I thought it was a routine fly ball. Canna had to make the great catch that we will show. And watch this swing by Marcus Semien on the curveball. Stayed with it, went down to get it, and there's the power from the young man. 9th home run, the home run last night. So back-to-back games going long ball for Marcus Semien over the left center field wall. Take it, just like Haniger's second home run last night. But a warm night, and man, is the ball carried. Last night, 4 home runs by the Mariners, 1 by the Athletics, and there's the man who has both of them so far for the A's. Hearing from Mike Selleck, the first time that he's led off a game with a home run, because he's only been a leadoff hitter this year some of the time.
1-2 to Matt Chapman.
That man had a few. What, about 81 leadoff home runs?
Marcus has a little ways to go.
Yeah. But tonight is perfect. Gets the A's on the board after Mariners didn't score in the top when it looked like they were going to.
Chapman at 228 with 13 home runs. Swing and a miss, struck him out. 95 miles an hour.
Well, Nelson Cruz is a powerful young man, and he almost hit another home run. This just, again, to me, it looked like a fly ball, and it was caught, but Mark Canna doing a good job feeling for the wall, jumped, timed it perfectly, and the most important thing, did not let the wall stop him and knock the ball out. He let the ground do it with a leadoff double, but a great catch to save a run from scoring. Well, the feel right there, and then he knew at the warning track he was getting close to the wall, feeling for it, and Mington, of course, appreciated another inning in which he did not allow a run to score.
Lowry steps in, hitting .277. He was 0 for 2 with a walk last night. Foul. So 1-2. Lowry 14 home runs, 67 RBIs, 47 doubles, and 3 triples. Blocked nicely by Zunino. Chris Davis will be next. A's an early lead here on the Semien home run.
Paxton with a delivery that you can see the curveball is very, very tough to pick up, and a lot of times you'll swing a pitches out of the strike zone because of his curveball. That's one you want to try to avoid.
This one's hit well to center. Haniger backs up. Haniger right on the warning track, and he makes the catch. So 2 outs.
Well, just a kind of a simple wind up, the high leg kick, but there's the arm going all the way back, and then
Batting in the fourth position,
he turns over the curveball. It's one user that's in the dirt, and that fastball that he threw 2-2. If Jed Lowry had pulled it, A's would have had another run, and Jed another home run.
So 2 away for Chris Davis. Swing and a miss. That home run that Paxton just gave up, just the 8th that he has allowed this year. So that's a very low number in 124 innings. Good numbers on the curveball and slider. So he's got good stuff.
Yes, he does. And really, I think just a little bit difficult as a hitter to pick up the ball because he does take his arm back and his hand straight down and then right over the top.
Line to left. Gamble's there. He's got it. Side retired. A's get a run on the leadoff home run by Marcus Semien, his 9th of the year. So Semien has homered in the first 2 games of this series. 1-0 A's after 1.
For live A's baseball, stay connected with a fully customizable experience. Get A's home screen icons and app features as well as game day, live game video highlights, radio broadcast, statcast news, and more. Download MLB.com at bat today, right now. It's good.
Gets a little bit better every year.
Yep.
Yonder Alonso leading things off. Alonso had a good ball game last night, 2 for 4 with home run and a single. He scored a couple of runs. So all the runs were scored on home runs last night, right?
That's
for
right.
both teams.
What about tonight?
And same thing tonight.
Well, with the warm temperatures again, the ball's carrying well, and if it's the same tomorrow for the series finale and home finale of the 2017 season, game 81 at home.
Mike Zunino to follow, and then Danny Valencia here in the 2nd inning. The 3-1. Alonso 26 home runs and 64 runs batted in. And he walked him. So leadoff man aboard for the Mariners here in the 2nd inning, and let's check in with Angela.
So I've got the story behind the stash. That's Daniel Mengden's mustache. I was speaking to him a couple of days ago, and he told me that he only curls the ends when he pitches. It's something that he started in 2012, his sophomore year at Texas A&M. The baseball team wasn't allowed to have facial hair, but they could emulate what their coach had. And Daniel wanted to one-up his coach by adding the curls at the end. He shaves it only once a year after the last game of the season, so don't be surprised if you don't recognize him after Sunday, October 1st. Guys, back up to you.
So no facial hair in college, but you can do what the coach does. So the coach must have had a mustache. Looks like facial hair to me.
Yeah.
Tough rules down there at Texas A&M. So curls and on game day. High towards center field. Smolinski waiting. Drifts back just a little bit, and he's got it.
It's basically what Rollie Fingers did in 1972 for $300. Of course,
good investment.
Different stories. That Reggie came. Of course, there was no facial hair. And Rollie said that Reggie came with a beard, and guys figured if they grew mustaches. But then Charlie turned around and said, "Hey, there's Rollie right there. He's got Fingers jersey on."
Comes to every game.
Every game. But as it turned out, Charlie said, "Hey, everybody grows a mustache, then I'll pay you."
Huh.
And working for Charlie during that period of time, you got as many dollars as you could because he didn't pay well. Didn't have to. Prior to arbitration and free agency.
There's Danny Valencia.
Rollie's made a lot of money off his mustache.
Yes, he has. 14 home runs, 63 RBIs for Danny Valencia. He's got 19 doubles and 3 triples. Both Valencia and Yonder Alonso, good friends, obviously. Both from the Miami area. They will both be free agents after this year.
Well, one is playing first tonight. That's Alonso at his normal position. And in right field tonight is Valencia. So they're both in the lineup tonight against a righty.
Well, we saw Valencia actually in the second half of last year. He played a fair amount in the outfield, and I always thought he did a decent job out there.
Yeah, he did.
I mean, listen, are you going to run him out there 160 games? No. But
well, actually,
at no point did he hurt the A's defensively.
That's right. Now, and really that was his only opportunity to play because Ryan Haley was given the third base job starting the second half. And he was told that no more third base, and Ryan played 72 of 73. It's a good breaking ball, and Daniel Mengden has a slider and a curveball he likes to throw and will throw. Changeup is outstanding.
Two pitch. This one blocked by Fegley.
Well, the one thing is Fegley's done an exceptional job blocking balls in the dirt, but Mengden in Philadelphia and Detroit, this curveball in the dirt, you anticipated, and excellent job by Fegley. Watch the catcher's mitt. It goes to the ground. That's a block. He's not trying to catch it, uses his body, and that's good technique. You don't see a lot of guys do that where they try to come up and catch the ball. You just stay down in case the ball stays down itself.
3-2 pitch is low.
I was just going to say, in Philadelphia, the game that he pitched there, his pitch count was down, enabled him to pitch 9 innings because he didn't have deep counts. In Detroit is a little bit different. And unfortunately tonight, that's his second walk in the inning. Oh, that's the buzzard there. That's Rollie.
Yeah, tough to beat that one. Bill King's was pretty good. A little different version of it, but still a good look. Mengden's is pretty good, though.
Yeah, the thing about Mengden, they talk about the mustache, but when he's not pitching, it's down. He looks like Catfish. I mean, it's just a facial.
Facially, he looks
facially
a little
looks like him, yeah. But you know, he turns. I mean, you can look at Daniel Mengden for 5 days, and you can pick the day he's going to start because that's the look. But the other days, he has the facial similarities to Catfish.
If he had long hair like Catfish did and the same type of mustache,
exactly,
it could be him.
Exactly. Now, if he can
Backhanded by Chapman. Fires to second for one. To first. Double play.
That is beautiful.
So 5-4-3 on the double play, and Migden gets out of the jam.
Let's get out of the way. Michael Zagarrison will show the great one. That is Matt Chapman turning a double play. How about this backhand? Something that is rare. Usually it's quick enough to get in front of it, but a great backhand. Great throw to Jed Lowry. Coming across the bag. Check the backhand. That's great. Perfect. And then Jed Lowry, very, very quick coming across the bag. Cross his body with the throw. And he is able to turn the 5-4-3 double play. And copy your point, defense again. Mark Canha with a great play in right field in the first. And a double play after a couple of walks. And there's your double play combination right there.
Ryan Healy to lead it off against Paxton. Healy playing first base again tonight, and he probably will the rest of the year. And Matt Olson pretty much official. He is not going to play anymore this year with the hamstring injury.
And did find out also about Jarrell Cotton. He will not make another start, unfortunately. He's going to have an extended bullpen in Texas. Oh, that's sweet.
Well, Healy shoots one through the right side for a base hit.
We saw on Sunday when he was grabbing his right elbow. Turned out that that was kind of the issue. MRI showed nothing, which is good. That fastball away at 94 hit very nicely by Ryan Healy to the right side. And you see the first baseman Alonso going to the bag, but there's nobody at second. Cano was shading up the middle. So good hit by Ryan Healy.
So leadoff man aboard for Mark Canha. Canha had 219 with 4 home runs. Pitch a breaking ball in for a strike.
Yeah, sometimes that breaking ball like that is not called. It kind of took the whole plate from the outside to the inside, and Ted Barrett, the home plate umpire, had it all the way. That's the old sweeping curveball that I think a lot of times it's where it ends up is where it's called, but it has to cross the plate to get to that zone.
A little bit outside. So 2-1 the count to Canha. Renato Nunez will be next. Fouled straight back. So the count even at 2-2. Little pop-up behind home plate. Zunino flips the mask off and makes the catch. So that's the first out here in the second inning.
Batting in the 7th position, the designated hitter, the 22,
Nunez, who's getting a start tonight as the designated hitter.
Bob Melvin, I thought it was interesting. In the month of September, he says there are only 5 position players on the bench and 2 are catchers, because he says he has his lineup card and he says I immediately mark off 3 because Olson, Pinder, and Powell. I think Powell, yeah, is a third.
Powell,
so
yeah.
there's 3 that aren't going to get in the lineup, and he has 5, and that's it. So really he only has 3 because the other 2 are catchers. And it's just something you don't expect in September. As Bruce Maxwell one of them. Justin Garneau would be the other, and then 3 more.
Pitching dominated the rosters.
Well, the Mariners for sure.
Nunez went around as they check with Tom Woodring.
Yeah, he got out in front, and his bat just looped and came back quickly. So he's pointing at first base, and he said, "Okay, I'll point to him," and he said, "That's a strike." That wasn't as emphatic as Adrian Beltre, though.
2. That one in the dirt. Zunino picked that one. It's like a first baseman.
Well, see the knuckle curve. That's a great shot. Tommy with the X-Mo, and came out of the catching position after one-handing it.
Strike 3 called on the inside corner. So that is strikeout number 2 for James Paxton. See if it caught the inner part of the corner. It did.
It's perfect, especially with the umpire on the left shoulder of the catcher.
Batting in the 8th position and catching the 19, Josh Begley.
So here's Fegley. Fegley at 208 with 3 home runs.
And he was happy after getting the green light 3-0 on Sunday and hit the double down the left field line. He said, I was a little shocked to get the green light, but he handled it well. I think the manager at times, we see it in spring training, but also just to try to see what the hitters, how they do approach a 3-0 pitch. Sometimes guys go out of the strike zone. Discipline, you look for a zone, you get it. He got it on Sunday and ripped a double.
Felix Hernandez said, I'm heading down to the bullpen. Why not? Pitched well last night.
He'll have one more in Anaheim. Oh, that was it? Wow. You have an off day Thursday. There's really no reason to pitch it.
No, I agree with you.
You know, if they can save some bullets for the future.
Fegley hits a high pop-up. That's Taylor Motter, the shortstop, out in shallow left field. He's got it side retired. So the A's got a leadoff single from Healy, nothing else. 3rd inning coming up.
on NBC Sports California is brought to you by Provident Credit Union Super Reward Checking. We pay you.
So beautiful night all around the Bay Area. Nice and warm. Going to the Bay Bridge. A's with a 1-0 lead over the Mariners. So this would be a good night to enjoy the ball game with the kind of weather we're having. Taylor Motter will lead things off. He's the 9th place hitter for the Mariners. Seattle got a leadoff double in the first, could not score. They got a leadoff walk in the second and could do nothing with it. First pitch to Motter is a strike. Mariners are 76-81. So they would have to run the table to finish the season at the 500 mark.
Well, they knew that coming in last night. Scott Servais would be happy, as most managers would be, to start a season with a healthy club. Was it Ryan Price's team in Cincinnati had 5 starters all season?
Really?
I mean, there was one team. I think Brian Price was a pitching coach, but I mean, it's unheard of. But you have 5 starters all season. Very rare.
Well, and if it does happen, it usually means you're a good team.
That's
and
right.
The Reds really do not have a very good record. So 1 away here in the 3rd inning.
I think it was. Now that I think about it, I think it was Brian Price as a pitching coach. Anyway, that's still remarkable. He will be sitting there. He will not be on the mound again. That is Darrell Cotton. And it's too bad he's going to finish with 9 wins, but he did pitch well Sunday. He had him with 10 consecutive changeups to finish his outing.
Simeon leaps. He can't get it. So Ben Gamble is 2 for 2, a single and a double.
Now batting.
Well, the A's have set their rotation, Ray, for the rest of the season. Here's Gamble's good swing.
Now off speed, stayed back, and nice swing going to the opposite field. It's a good job. Simeon, good leaping ability, just couldn't get it. So what is the rotation?
Well, Graveman's going to pitch tomorrow.
Right, his last start.
Manaya is well enough to pitch on Thursday. Alcantara on Friday. Gossett on Saturday, and then Daniel Migden, who's pitching tonight. He's going to go again in the season finale on Sunday. So Manaya, Alcantara, Gossett, and Migden, the 4-game series down in Arlington. So that is how it's going to be laid out for the Athletics for the rest of this season. Sean Manaea will have a chance to get his 12th win.
Right, he's looking forward to it. He had to be scratched in his last start. Alcantara did a great job stepping in.
Close pitch, 1-1 to Mitch Haniger.
I'd wait to tell Alcantara when to get to Texas, maybe Friday, and say, oh, by the way, you're pitching, because he's done a remarkable job. Back-to-back emergency starts.
Yes, he has. Don't know who the Rangers will be pitching just yet. So Will Alcantara is going to enjoy the bullpen. The Rangers are getting clubbed again. The Astros leading the Rangers 14-2 in the 7th inning in Arlington. So.
Well, and I still go back to Brett Strom, who's a pitching coach for the Astros, said, how do the A's beat the Rangers? We can't beat them. We being the Astros, but that has changed this year for Houston. How serious is Altuve? What, he got hit last night?
He said he's okay. He's day to day. But it was 11-2. The Astros won last night. Tonight, 14-2. The Rangers limping home. 2-2 the count to Mitch Haniger, who hit a fly ball to right field in the first inning. On deck is Robinson Cano. Ball roll foul. Be interesting on Sunday in the season finale.
Boy, Aaron. Oh. That's no cone, but that's all right. Made a nice play. Waiting for all the applause. Season finale?
Well, it's going to be interesting. That one hit the Lowry, backhanded, and that's a nice play, and that's a nice double play. So second double play turned by the Athletics. This one 4-6-3. The bottom of the third, gentleman with the glasses on, that's W. Kamal Bell, who's a host of the show called United Shades of America on CNN. He's a stand-up comedian from the Bay Area, enjoying a beautiful night and enjoying an A's game. First pitch to Smolinski is in for a strike. Smolinski, Semien, and Chapman.
Was she looking for a baseball? Person in front.
Quick 0-2 to Jake Smolinski. He's got a home run off Paxton. He's 3 for 5 with a home run in his career, but not that time as he swings at a pitch in the dirt. So Paxton picks up his third strikeout.
But he's got a good fastball. That's what makes this pitch so good for him. Breaking ball way out in front of the plate, and you start your swing, you think here comes a heater, and it's not there, and especially a ball in the dirt.
First pitch to Semien, a little bit inside. Semien with a home run in the first inning. 127th home run here at the Coliseum. New Oakland record for home runs in this ballpark. So he's hit a lot of home runs everywhere this year, and including right here at the Coliseum.
Low breaking ball. Marcus Semien shows why he can be a powerful leadoff hitter. He had 27 last year. That is his 9th this season in the leadoff spot.
Belts this one again. And not quite enough as Gamble got back there and he makes the catch. So 2-0.
That was sounding better than the one before.
I thought it did too.
Wow. But you know, that fastball in, he brought the hands in and kind of watch what happens when he swings. As that just may have gotten a trademark a little bit because it left his bat. It looked like he was going to head out and then just died right at the wall. Gamble plenty of room as he didn't even have to jump. Just a warm night. Maybe the ball was hit too hard. Not enough elevation.
So with 2 outs, here's Chapman. Chapman swings at looked like kind of a slider down and in. That's a good pitch. So Paxton looks like he's finding a little groove. Pitch, swing and a miss with a fastball at 97 miles an hour. 6 in a row retired by James Paxton. And we're on to the 4th. It'll be Cano, Cruz, and Alonso. 1-0 A's lead.
Oakland ballpark is here. Join us as we enter the exciting phase together. And in building Oakland, the ballpark it deserves. The beginning of the robust community dialogue begins with you, and we encourage you to go to oaklandballpark.com to join in our journey. That's what it looks like now. You can just envision what it's going to look like with a new yard right there off the freeway.
First pitch to Robinson Cano, a curveball that stays inside. Cano struck out in the first inning. It was a big out. He came up with a runner at 3rd and 1 out, and Migden got his only strikeout, but that was a good one to get. This one is belted towards center. Smolinski hustling back, and he leaps up, makes the catch, bangs against the wall, gets right back up, and that was a heck of a play by Jake Smolinski.
And Bob Melvin started like maybe he's going to have to run out. Another guy banging off the wall. Chad Pinder did it in right center. Jake Smolinski, what a play. Concentration, hit the wall and kept, and then came up with a big smile. He could play some center field. That is a great play, especially to hang on after banging into the wall. And remember, it's his right shoulder that he had surgery, and he hit the right shoulder, and that I'm sure was the concern. It's great to see the smile, because that's probably why Bob Melvin jumped out of his seat and started to run out. But a tremendous play by Smolinski. Of course, that's what Robinson Cano wanted to do his previous at bat with a runner at 3rd, 1 out.
So here's Cruz. You know, those plays are scary too, because you could see Smolinski. He just did not have time to brace himself. So you're going full steam into the wall without having any time to just kind of protect yourself a little bit.
It's almost like they got you into the shoulder and you're going,
it's
okay.
Take it.
It's okay. And sometimes you need something like that to make yourself realize that it's healed. Surgically, it was taken care of. He went through 5 months of rehab after the surgery and makes a tremendous play against the wall. Marcana over, backing it up and cleaning him up a little bit on the backside. What a great play, though.
There's a line shot to left field at a base hit. So Nelson Cruz gets his first hit in this series.
It's just so powerful. Unfortunately, that ball is a line drive instead of an elevated ball because it had another home run.
So hit number 3 for the Mariners. And that'll bring up Yonder Alonso, who walked his first at bat. Alonso hit 6th last night, but Seager out of the lineup. So tonight, Alonso slides up to the 5th spot. This was the home run last night.
One of the curveballs that was left up and did not take long to get out. We talked about Daniel Mignon, his last 2 starts. Philadelphia and Detroit did not walk a batter. Well, tonight, walked 2 last inning. But fortunately, another double play, second of the night. That was the first, second one last inning.
Swing and a miss. This season at the Coliseum, 16 home runs for Yonder Alonso, 26 total. 22 came with the A's, 4 with the Mariners, but those are the numbers here in this ballpark. That one's hit to right, and it's hit well. Canna's going back. Canna near the wall, and he's not going to get this one. Alonso has homered again, and the Mariners jump ahead 2-1.
Alonso left home plate like he knew it was gone, and the sad part, 0-2. 0-2 mistake, and they wanted to go inside. Unfortunately, not exactly as far, actually outside where Fegley set up. They wanted it up. Always dangerous. They threw the pitch before. That was a fastball up that he swung through, but not this.
So 19 consecutive scoreless innings for Daniel Mignon, but it comes to an end here with 1 out in the 4th inning. So a good run, got him a couple of wins, but now these are trailing 2-1. Lowry, a couple steps to his right, and that's out number 2. So 27 home runs and 66 RBIs now for Yonder Alonso.
Now batting, number 26, Danny Valencia.
So here's Valencia, who walked in the 2nd inning. Fastball from Mignon is inside. That home run allowed by Mignon, the 6th he has allowed this year in 33 innings.
And the last one was Altuve here in the 2nd game of the doubleheader back in early September.
When the A's traded Danny Valencia to the Mariners, they got Paul Blackburn. He's probably happy with that deal. Blackburn looks like he has a chance to be a pretty good big league starting pitcher.
Yes, he does. He'll be nice and well going into spring training, the early spring training.
Not close, and now it's 3-1. Well, the A's have plenty of candidates for next year's starting rotation, and who knows, they may add a guy. You never know. Chapman scoops it up. Side retired, 2-run homer for Yonder Alonso. We're headed to the bottom of the fourth. Mariners 2, A's 1. In your X1 voice remote to get live stats on your TV. Change the way you experience TV with Xfinity X1. Yonder Alonso, a home run, so still a series full of home runs. Yeah. All the runs in the series by both teams have come by the long ball. So Alonso's 2-run shot gives the Mariners a 2-1 lead, bottom of the fourth inning. Paxton has settled down. He's retired 6 in a row, make it 7 in a row as Lowry is out. And with that, let's check in with Angela.
Well, time really does fly by quickly, and spring training will be here sooner than we know it. And your chance to get close to the stars of tomorrow is here. Go to athletics.com/spring for your first look at tickets, including matchups with the Cubs, the Giants, the Dodgers, and others. Visit athletics.com/spring now. Who knows, maybe it's a good Christmas present for someone. Guys?
That's a good idea. Spring training is a good present for anybody. And if you surprise somebody at Christmas and say, hey, we're going to spring training for a week. I tell people all the time, if you go once, you will never not go again. You'll just keep going every year.
Yeah, it is very addictive.
I mean, Ray, you've been going for what, 50 years?
Come on.
Yeah. See, you gotta go.
It's great.
It is fun. It is one of the great treats of Major League Baseball is spring training.
You know what's even better about all those years? They've all been in Arizona.
It's true.
One winter in Structural League in Florida before going to Venezuela.
Never went
that's
back.
it. That's it. Tucson, Mesa, Phoenix.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
Yeah. Well, it's always great to see the fans come in to enjoy spring training. People are always asking when is the best time. Well,
anytime.
Anytime is great. Usually the weather is perfect mid-March. About the time the A's leave, it starts to heat up for the summer for the locals.
So 2 away. So 8 in a row retired by James Paxton, who is rolling along. Interesting year for Paxton. He started out terrific. And check out July. He won all of his starts in July. So all the numbers are good. He struggled a little bit lately. But the problem is he's been on the disabled list twice, which has forced him to miss a total of 2 months. Wow. When you look at his numbers, and then if you say, man, if he would have stayed healthy, who knows, he may have 17, 18, 19 wins. I mean, he was pitching that well.
When you look at their top 3 when healthy, Felix, Paxton, Iwakuma. Smiley's been out all year. Gallardo has not done what they want. I mean, a couple of times on the DL for King Felix.
It's kind of one of those things, you know, in theory, on paper, you could see why the Mariners said, you know what, we like our rotation going into spring training, but then spring training happened. And Smiley, he have Tommy John? I think he did. He didn't pitch at all this year. Iwakuma pitched 6 games. Felix has been on the disabled list twice. Gallardo's got an ERA of almost 6. Paxton's been great, but he's been on the disabled list twice. So
Gallardo back and forth to bullpen and starting, and just really not the veteran that they had hoped they would be getting.
Remember, they picked up Mike Leake, who has pitched well in a short period of time, and he's got a long contract, so he's going to be with the Mariners for a while, and he'll be a big part of their rotation as time goes on. Shallow center, and it's going to fall. So Healy's 2 for 2.
Well, it's Henniger breaking back on a ball that was off the end of the bat, and you know, it's just one of those things. You're play center field, you're going to be subjected to this, where you're going to go and swing, and you're not going to see him at the top of your screen. And it kind of went to his left a little bit. I think guys maybe go right or left before they really make the commitment. And say, if you play deep, you better break in instead of breaking back. That's why I think we appreciate seeing guys who play very shallow in the outfield, because they take away more hits in front like that one versus ones over their head.
Canna with a big swing and a miss. I think Mike Trout generally plays deep, but he never breaks back.
Right, and he's got tremendous speed to make up for it. Yeah.
Canna popped out to the catcher in his first at bat. That was in the 2nd inning. He's behind in the count 0-2. Something else to keep an eye on, that Paxton's last 2 starts, and he was coming off the disabled list, and he did not have a chance to have a rehab start because the minor league seasons were over. So his last 2 starts, he's thrown 50 pitches and 73 pitches. So I don't think he's going to be out there for 110 pitches. He's maybe try to keep it close.
Now, then maybe to your point about considering this is the 4th inning and that was his 54th pitch, you may try to get him through 5 where he's got a lead now. I think anything positive for a pitcher or player the final week of the season. And Jarrell Cotton pitched well on Sunday and will be shut down, but as the skipper said, he want to have the extended bullpen session to know that going into the offseason that he is healthy. That's the key.
Fastball is high. $16 in the first, 16 in the second. Good 3rd inning. 14 so far here in the 4th. Hit hard past Steve Scarsoni. Big hop off the glove into the first row.
Whoa, Aaron.
Got to be ready down there.
He's upset. Tell you what, those guys are relying on him, and get your glove up. Let's go. Oh, Oh, and there's people in the back. Look out, man. They're they're confident Aaron's going to make the plays, and he's not. Got to be alert.
So 1-2 to Canna. Foul tip. Canna's getting off some mighty swings.
Sometimes you kind of wish it's those kind of swings that he hit the ball in the first pitch and get a base hit.
That'd be great, wouldn't it? First pitch base hits.
Yeah. Swinging aggressively, he swung at every pitch he's seen. Unfortunately, that one threw.
So he chases the high fastball. 5 strikeouts for Paxton, and we are through 4 at the Coliseum. 2-1 Seattle. A's. Be Gordon Beckham leading things off for Seattle. Beckham getting a start at third base. First pitch at the knees is a strike to Daniel Migden. From Daniel Migden, I should say. Motter to follow, and then Ben Gamel here in the 5th inning. Minnesota Twins came back and beat the Indians tonight in Cleveland, 8-6.
I think the Yankees have clinched home field advantage for the wild card game.
Yes.
I think they've done that.
2 pitch, reached for a foul. The Indians had a 6-4 lead going to the 8th inning. The Twins scored 3 in the top of the 8th. They added 1 in the top of the 9th, and the Twins won 8-6. So you may ask, does that mean the Twins are officially in? And my answer is no. They're about as close as you can get. They needed to win, and the Angels needed to lose tonight. And the Angels did not. The Angels won. So Angels technically still alive. So the Twins with a magic number of 1 So they have a 5-game lead with 5 left to play, basically. Angels 9, White Sox 3. A 6-run second inning for the Angels got him going. Trout homered, Phillips homered, Valbuena homered.
So how great would it be to go into Sunday in the final day and all even for those teams? They're both starting at the same time. Well, that's unlikely.
The only shot we have of any drama on Sunday, in all honesty, is the National League.
Yep.
The National League wild card, which still has a bit of drama. The Rockies have a 1.5-game lead over the Brewers. Brewers won. Rockies are winning, so it's 1 game. So that has a chance yet. Everything else is starting to get pretty well wrapped up as Beckham is retired. So the Twins just need to win, and they will be the second wild card. So that should happen very soon.
Number 21, Taylor Motter.
And that wild card game would be what, a week from today? I think a week from.
So American League is Tuesday, National League is Wednesday. Is that the way it is? Okay.
And then Thursday, Friday for the division series to start. So they alternate.
Should be fun.
Yeah.
Diamondbacks will host the wild card. That's a for sure in the National League. Just waiting to see if they play the Rockies, a team they saw 19 times this year, or do they play the Brewers? In the AL East, the Yankees won and the Red Sox lost. So actually the Yankees are 3 back of the Red Sox. So that's not quite finished just yet.
Sad part about that is they're finished playing each other.
Well, weren't they finished like the first week?
Exactly. It's been a long time. Yeah.
So that's the East. Again, Red Sox lose, Yankees win. They're both in, obviously. Astros wrapping up that game in Arlington. It's 14-2 in the 9th inning. Simeon has it, throws across, 2 away. Now what I was saying earlier, Ray, was on that Sunday, the final game of the year, there's a Cowboys game going on.
Yep.
And you know how close the football stadium is to the baseball stadium.
Yep. What time do they play?
Away.
What time do they play? Because the game for the A's is at 2, which is 3 Eastern. That's where all
noon.
Wow. So they'll all be in.
Cowboys are at noon. Yeah. So the noon kickoff. The Rangers A's game is at 2. So getting to the ballpark in the morning could be
That's
interesting.
True. Yeah.
I'm sure Mickey Morabito has that covered. But I mean, you're talking about a football stadium that holds over 90,000 people.
Yeah.
And there ain't going to be a whole lot of empty seats there.
There will be a lot of it the ballpark.
Will be a lot next door. Yes. 0-2 to Ben Gamble, who's got a couple of hits. Fastball jammed him. He rolls it foul.
I want to say when that stadium first opened, there was such a problem with the parking. I want to say the Angels were asked to play a doubleheader on Saturday so they wouldn't have a conflict. And Mike Soto just said, nope.
I don't blame him.
I don't either.
Not his problem.
No, it's not.
Nice play.
Make a catch, get a hug, give the ball. All things are good.
That's pretty good, yeah.
Yeah, life is good.
Good combo. Gamble with a double in the first, a single in the third.
Noticed about Mengden, when he does the double pump, he only looks at the target during the first pump. But after he looks at the target and goes to the second pump, his eyes are off the target until he picks it up right before he delivers. It's kind of an interesting, because usually if he keeps it on the one, looks at the target, turns his head away, and then picks up the target.
Yeah, good pitch there. Jams Gamble.
So he's got a good memory that he can pick up the target and then take his eyes away and pick it up again. Know where it is.
Swing and a miss. Big curveball. Migden gets the strikeout, his second. And that's a 3-up, 3-down inning for the A's right-hander. Mariners 2, A's 1. It's time now to head to the studio for deeper coverage, brought to you by T-Mobile, America's best unlimited network. Leading 2-1 on that Alonso home run, and it'll be Nunez, Fegley, and Smolinski. Nunez struck out looking in the first. That youngster, he wants a closer look, man.
What a great shot.
That's awesome.
Trying to clean the lens.
A little bit inside to Nunez. So a day game tomorrow. Final home game of the year. High pop up on the infield. It's the shortstop Taylor Motter. He's waiting, and he's got it. So we will have tomorrow's game for you right here on NBC Sports California. 11:30 is when our coverage starts. That's with A's pregame live. It'll be Erasmo Ramirez against Kendall Graveman. So this is the final start of the year for Kendall Graveman. You can also stream the A's on the go with NBCSportsCalifornia.com and the NBC Sports app. So Graveman and Ramirez tomorrow. A's come into tonight with a 72-84 record.
Talking about Jed Lowry needing one double.
Got to give him a double.
Also, the A's need one win. It's the one win prevents them from losing 90. And while you'd like to win a division, play 500, but bottom line, you lose 90 plus 2 years in a row. You don't want to do it 3 in a row, where a lot of people expected it.
A's have been playing well as of late. They've won 14 out of their last 18, and they are 14-9 in the month of September.
One win for that successful month. Should be the first since April of 2016. So a lot of things to play for the A's the last week.
That pitch was called the ball. What do you think, Ray?
Well, I think what Paxton was looking for is to throw around the infield. It just didn't happen.
So 3-2 the count to Fegley, who popped out to short in the second inning. It's the first 3-ball count of the night for James Paxton, so that's how well he has been throwing. Could be playable for Alonso. He's into foul territory. Stops, waits. He's got it.
And there's no reason for him to throw anything but a fastball. 3-2.
He's got a little extra life on it.
Yeah, it's got 94, 95 easy. Throws a breaking ball. He's taking a chance of it bouncing and the hitter not swinging at it. So just challenge him, and especially in the location on the inside part of the plate.
So 2 away for Smolinski. That's a no swing, says Tom Woodring. Missed again. Close pitch. So pitch number 70 coming up for Paxton. In there first strike. Paxton, if he could ever stay healthy, I think it would be interesting to see what kind of numbers he could put up. But ever since he's got to the big leagues, just too much time on the DL.
Albeit left-handed, that is special in itself.
Short hop by Valencia and a big turn. Smolinski stays at first. Danny Valencia probably didn't play that great. Went into kind of a slide. He short hopped it.
Well, he's lucky he got a glove on it too, because otherwise it's going to go for extra bases, but goes into the slide. Did have a center fielder backing up, but that is a short hop and could have deflected it. Could have been extra bases instead of just conceding a single, which that's what Smolinski gets anyway.
Here's Simeon, who takes a fastball low. But finishing up on that Paxton thing, in 2014 he spent 4 months on the disabled list. 2015, 3 months. We talked about how much time he has been there this year. Pitching well tonight. A hit and a runner left. So it's the Mariners 2, the A's 1 as we head to the 6th. With the NBC Sports California.com and the NBC Sports app. It's presented by your Northern California Honda dealers. 6th inning from the Coliseum with the Mariners leading 2-1. Daniel Migden has pitched well again. Just gave up the 2-run homer to Yonder Alonso in the 4th inning, so both guys have been sharp. Paxton 5 innings, 1 run, no walks, 5 strikeouts, and Migden 4 hits, 2 runs with a couple of strikeouts. Facing Haniger, Cano, and Cruz.
Curveball just floats in, and as a hitter you start, you say now it's not going to be a strike, and next thing you know the arm goes up from the umpire, and in this case Haniger's down 0-2.
Haniger has hit a fly ball to right field, and he hit into a 4-6-3 double play. And pop up and reach the seats. Four hits for the Mariners, 2 singles, a double, and a home run. 3 singles and a home run for the A's for their 4 hits. Curveball, and Haniger chased it. 3rd strikeout from Migden.
Gamble struck out on a curveball in last inning. Here comes a curveball to Haniger. And good location. 74 takes a lot off the pitch. Ends up down around the dirt. Great location. You don't want to hang him. He's throwing a slower type curveball, so it's one that you think a hitter can adjust. But so far tonight they have not been able to do that on a curveball.
So 1 away for Robinson Cano. Cano has struck out and then was robbed of an extra base hit by Smolinski, who made a great play in center field. Toward left. Davis is there in a couple steps. 2-1.
Now this is the last at bat for Robbie Cano. What a play by Jake Smolinski. A line drive to left center, and Smolinski 5 months on the DL because of shoulder surgery. Did not deter him on this one because he hit the wall with the right shoulder that was surgically repaired. See how he just brought it in close to his body, almost to feel like I did it. Maybe that's the best thing that could have happened. Robbed Cano of extra bases. And that's why Robbie Cano is played straight up by the infield and the outfield, because of that type of hit.
Breaking ball in the dirt to Nelson Cruz. Cruz was robbed of a hit by Mark Canha in the very 1st inning. It was robbed of a hit and robbed of an RBI. And in the 4th inning, he singled and scored on Alonso's home run. Fastball in, 2-0. This was Canha's play in the 1st inning. Remember, at this time, Gamble is at 3rd with 2 outs.
It's a good feeling to take extra bases away from a hitter.
Him 94 miles an hour.
The amazing thing, we continue to see Migden do the double pump and a windup, but hitters, as this fastball 2-0 right down the middle, and Nelson Cruz, nothing, no contact. But the hitters kind of relaxed because they figured the double pump, and that's why throw the single every once in a while just to fool them. Because Cano just kind of sat there, you know, kind of relaxed. But I don't know. Have you seen? I've seen a single pump tonight.
I think he's done the same thing
every pitch.
Like.
Yeah. See, the hitter can just figure, okay, he's going to. I don't want to get set up too quickly.
Smolinski's got it. That's 8 in a row retired by Daniel Migden. Bottom of the 6th coming up. Mariners 2, A's 1. Chicago Fire. As the season winds down, every game is key as Chris Wondolowski and the Quakes push for an MLS playoff spot. The home of the authentic Earthquakes fan is NBC Sports California. So that'll be tomorrow night. We'll have the A's game for you in the afternoon. So a good reason to keep it right here on NBC Sports California. So James Paxton back to work.
Well, you want good pitching, good defense. The A's have had that tonight, with the exception of one home run by Yonder Alonso. And just need to have the offense come out. It's A's are unfortunately doing what the Rangers did over the weekend. Rangers got 2 runs, both home runs. That's it in the 3-game series.
Quick 0-2 to Matt Chapman, who has struck out twice. Chapman 0 for 5 in the series. Good fastball in a little bit, 97 miles an hour. Paxton with 5 strikeouts. He has not walked anybody. 76 pitches with action in the bullpen.
Matt Chapman is a strong young man. It's a swing that a lot of guys will go through with a swing, but he's strong enough to hold up.
It's Emilio Pagan, number 54, starting to throw. Bouncer, fair ball. Beckham on the run, and Alonso grabs it, tags him, 1 away. And let's check in with Angela once again.
Well, I found where the fun is, you guys, in the stands for Portuguese Heritage Night, with 40 new friends, including Lino, who was behind, or part of the group behind Portuguese Heritage Night that started here at the Coliseum. Lino, tell me, how did that transpire?
Actually, it was about 3 years ago, and we were approached to do a Portuguese Heritage Night. Given all the Portuguese people that were involved in the Bay Area, I was more than thrilled to be involved in it.
What does it entail?
Well, I mean, we just want to raise the awareness about how many Portuguese Americans there are in the Bay Area, and that passion that we have for not only for baseball, but for the Bay Area that we have here in California.
And is there a Portuguese cheer that would be appropriate tonight?
Well, I'm all good for Força Giants. I mean, Força A's. So let's all go Força A's. Força A's. Força A's.
Força A's.
Left fielder,
Guys,
number 2.
back to you.
Chris Davis.
All right,
What did he say?
they're having a good time.
Força A's. Got to have a little bit more energy if you're going to be cheering at Força A's. You know, give him some energy.
All right, Mr. Energy over here to my right. Little Energizer Bunny.
He was traded to the Diamondbacks. Rosie.
Here's Chris Davis. A's have a 1-out base runner in Jed Lowry. See if the A's can get to Paxton.
All the A's hits have gone opposite field, so that's how Paxton with his fastball, and it's been fastballs that have been hit to right field by the right-handers.
That one's driven to right center, and that baby's gone. A's lead 3-2.
Força A's. That's right.
There you go.
Well, another one to right field, another one to right center. Chris Davis, a number 42, which matches his 2016 total. And that was a big one because the last pitch thrown by Paxton, and definitely I hold it Toledo. His pitch tried to get inside. He just belted it to right center field. And KD, Chris Davis, he hits them. They're not cheap. This guy caught it. That was a great catch, leaning over. Yeah, I got it. No big deal. Give that fan a contract. Força A's.
All right, so when it's time for change, think Speedy Oil Change and Auto Service, your trusted oil change tune-up and repair experts. 3-2 on the air, and it gives the A's the 3-2 lead. 17th home run to center field. That one was to deep right center field. And Paxton, the A's do get to him. So 3-2 here in the bottom of the 6th inning as Emilio Pagan comes in, the new pitcher. 1-3 with a 3.45 ERA for Pagan.
And maybe for Paxton, just a few too many pitches coming out in the 6th inning. And you talked about the 2 starts prior to tonight and how many pitches he threw.
Motter throws out Healy. So 2 away. Paxton leaves at 82 pitches. No walks and 5 strikeouts, 5 1/3 innings.
Well, the last 3 pitches. And it's Crush Davis. I think we have a record. Crush Davis, a home run against Perez of the Rangers 2 days ago, and another lefty tonight. So back-to-back home runs, or at least last 2 against lefties, something that he's rarely done all season. 6 of his 42 against lefties. But that was basically a fastball pitcher with a fastball hitter, and he crushed it. Did Crush Davis.
Well, he now has 107 RBIs on the year. But he's chasing Nelson Cruz, who has 115. Right on the outside corner strike, so quick 0-2 to Canna, who has fouled out and struck out.
Well, who knows what Aaron Judge and Giancarlo Stanton are going to do this final week of the season. Chris Davis, I mean, just the long ball again. Chris Davis, the remarkable thing, the number that he has hit to center and right field. We've talked about that every time he does it. But it's so rare to see him pull the ball left field. Everything is just straight away to the right side of the diamond. Unbelievable power.
Swing and a miss. Good fastball by Pagan, well placed. So Canna strikes out, but Chris Davis gives the A's the lead, his 42nd home run of the year. Check it out. A's leading it 3-2 as we head to the 7th. Single day with insider Scott Bair and NBCSportsCalifornia.com. Sunday to Sunday, the home of the authentic Raiders fan is NBC Sports California. At the Coliseum, the A's now lead it 3-2, 7th inning. It'll be Alonso, Zunino, and Valencia. It's Mignon. Chris Davis, a big home run in the bottom of the 6th. First pitch is a touch low. Dolan Coulombe getting loose. Alonso with a line drive center field, and that's a base hit. Yonder Alonso with 4 hits in the series. And here's Zunino.
Now he has been swinging exceptionally well and just continues.
Number 3, Mike Zunino.
And Mengden now the shutout in Philadelphia, the 7 innings of shutout baseball in Detroit. And tonight pitching into the 7th inning again.
Just missed to Zunino. Pretty close pitch. So the last 3 starts he's been terrific. 22 innings, 14 hits, and just the 2 runs on the Alonso home run tonight. And again into the 7th. One hung a little bit on the inside part of the plate.
Nice recovery, Aaron. That was good. Nice carry him off the sidewall. Feel fist pump. He happy, man. He good. I don't know if he can put that on his resume, but you know, who knows.
So 2-1 the count.
Like that.
Back-to-back games of 7+ innings. No runs, no walks. That's A's history. It's only been done 3 times. You caught him.
Yeah.
You watched him. And you're watching him again.
Yeah.
Right?
Put the mustache down and let the hair grow.
Right. You caught catfish. You watched.
That's right.
Bartolo's Cologne.
That's good. I got that.
Oh, yeah.
Bartolo's Cologne.
He's going to be going. He's going to be going to the postseason. How about that? 3-1 pitch is low. Base hit and a walk to open up the 7th inning, and here comes Bob Melvin. So that's the first walk of the game for Migden, and Bob Melvin's going to go to the bullpen. So when it's time for change, think Speedy Oil Change and Auto Service, your trusted oil change, tune-up, and repair experts.
is presented by authority of the Oakland Athletics and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of Athletics Investment Group, LLC.
So 6+ innings for Daniel Migden. He was good again tonight. He got a chance to get a win. Actually, he could get a win. He could get a loss. He could get a no decision.
Well, the game that he last pitched against the Tigers, final score 3-2, and that's what this is right now. So Ryan Dahl, who has been nicknamed the janitor because he does clean up. Let's see if he can clean up a mess here, because right now it's first and second, nobody out in the 7th inning.
First pitch to Valencia, snaps in there for a strike. Good slider from Dahl. 2-2, 4.61 ERA for Dahl, pitching in his 48th game. Right-handers hitting just 184 against Dahl. Swing and a miss. So 2 sliders, and it's an 0-2 count. Very good in these situations, Dahl. He has inherited 2 runners, Alonso at second, Zunino at first. Chapman backhand, but it's foul.
He's amazing. He goes after everything. One thing Marcus Semien talked about, third baseman to his right, Chapman. He said with his athletic ability, he can handle the foul territory here at the Coliseum. That's quite a compliment by Marcus Semien, who's in his 3rd year. Matt Chapman, they've got the left side of the infield pretty much taken care of. Just 33 turn by the man.
Valencia hits one deep left center field. Smolinski on the move, and it is gone.
Wow.
Mariners lead 5-3 on a 3-run homer by Danny Valencia.
What another 2-strike homer. Supposed to be down and away. It was up and away. Threw him 2 sliders, threw him a fastball, and the fastball is hit out. Man, what a blow. So as you said, he could get a win, he could get a loss, and right now it's a pitcher of record, he being Migden.
Beckham's got a sound like a broken bat base hit. So 4 earned runs charged to Migden. And for Valencia, that's his 15th home run of the year. He now has 66 RBIs.
He's probably going to look at the walk to Zunino.
So here's Taylor Motter. Still nobody out here in the top of the 7th inning. In the dirt, blocked by Fegley. So a 2-run homer by Alonso, a 3-run homer by Valencia. For the A's, a solo home run by Semien, a 2-run homer by Davis. That's it. Big bouncer, Chapman. Long throw across the diamond, and they get Motter on a nice play.
That's amazing. That is absolutely amazing. He has to go to his right, behind the bag, steps, throws, got it. Perfect throw over to Ryan Healy. I mean, unbelievable. I mean, that's a flat-footed throw, a clothesline, and Ryan Healy doesn't even have to stretch.
So Dahl is out. Coulombe coming in, 1 away here in the 7th inning.
Sports California is brought to you by the 2017 Jeep Cherokee with an EPA estimated 30 highway miles per gallon. By Southwest, yes to low fares with nothing to hide. That's transparency. By Toyota, the full-line automaker with the longest lasting vehicles in America. Toyota, let's go places. By AAA, get a free canvas backpack. Restrictions apply. Go to AAA.com/road trip or to a AAA branch for details. By the all-new 2017 Chrysler Pacifica. And by Xfinity. X1 will change the way you experience TV.
So the Mariners get a 3-run homer by Valencia, so 5-3, top of the 7th. Daniel Coulombe comes in to face Ben Gamel. First pitch to Gamel. Line foul up above the A's dugout.
Coulombe, a workhorse, as he continues to come out of the bullpen. 71st appearance. Less than half the games that the A's have played.
Fastball is inside to Gamel, who is 2 for 3, double, single, and a strikeout. Hatcher warming up.
Well, this is a big run to keep from scoring.
Simeon trying to keep Beckham somewhat close. Missed again. Now it's 2-1. Gamel in this series is 3 for 8. Little flare. Davis hustling in, and he's not going to get it. And they're going to wave home Beckham. The throw is cut off. Throw to second base, not in time, and it's 6-3 Seattle. So a base hit RBI. He goes to second on the throw.
Just a flare by Gamel, and he's been good at that. Started the game with one in right field. This one just flared it out. He didn't know where the ball was initially, but Beckham did. Beckham got a good jump, good read, and sent. And by the time the ball was cut and thrown to second, Gamel was already at second. It's a big run.
Big hop for Simeon. Quick throw, and they get Haniger. So 2 outs. Gamel goes to third.
Now batting,
well,
number
that's
22,
a big
Robinson Cano.
Scott Emerson is going to take a quick run out. But that's important right there, the throw, and with Gamel going to second base, because it takes away any possibility of a double play. So may not have turned it anyway because of the speed of Haniger. Castro is getting loose instead of Hatcher now, and that could be Scott Emerson to buy a little bit of extra time because of Robinson Cano. I mean, they got a lefty on lefty to pitch to him, but in the event Cruz does make it up to the plate this inning, I have to figure it's going to be Castro.
So here is Cano. Robinson Cano is 0 for 3 and 0 for 6 in the series. Slider down and away.
It just goes you how baseball can go when you play so well against a team, as they did against the Rangers to start this homestand. It's kind of like the same in postseason. You can go one division series, the league championship, and all of a sudden it's over. And get the World Series, or even from division to league championship.
And sometimes you just don't play quite as well, don't get any breaks against the team, and that's kind of the way it's been against the Mariners this year. The A's are 6-11 against Seattle, and as we said earlier, they've lost 7 in a row. Two-0 to Robinson Cano with Gamble at third. Foul back. The Chicago Cubs have a magic number of 1 coming into today, but they lost. Cardinals beat them 8-7, and the Brewers won. So the magic number stays at 1. So the Cubbies will just have to wait another day. So the Brewers and the Cardinals stay alive in that wild card, still chasing the Rockies. Cano slaps it foul. The Rockies won. So Rockies have a game and a half lead over the Brewers, 2.5 over the Cardinals. Again, that's the National League wild card. Brewers will play straight through. The Rockies will play tomorrow and then have an off day on Thursday, so that's where the half game will get evened out.
So the next 2 days could be huge.
Yep.
Could be a swing of a game and a half.
Sure. Cano bounces one over the bag at second. Simeon to first, side retired, but the Mariners score 4 times, so we've reached the 7th inning stretch. 6-3 Seattle. On this date in 2006. Oh boy, do we remember this, Ray Fosse.
That's right.
A's clinched their 14th Western Division title since moving to Oakland. They did it in Seattle. Chad Godin, Rene Rivera to fly out. A's then would go on and beat the Twins in the division series. Lost to the Tigers in the ALCS. So that was 2006. That was a good A's team.
Yeah. So Jason Kendall and Mark Kotze is now with the A's and the coaching staff, and first time postseason for those young gentlemen. I mean, that was a big year with Swisher and Milton. A lot of home runs hit.
Jacob Hanneman in center field. Now Mitch Haniger goes over to right field.
Sure that's not Jacob Brugman in center?
I don't know. I could have said 5 different names right there.
Jeremy, nice play back. Jeremy Dowdy, one of the bullpen catchers. Made a fan for life.
Jeremy Dowdy, very nice young man, right?
Yeah.
But when you talk to him, he makes you feel bad. because he's got like the greatest voice since Ron Simmons.
I know.
Am I right or am I wrong?
That's right. Absolutely.
Hello, how you doing? Yeah. Hey, Jeremy. Hello, how are you? It's like, oh man, why are you not in the broadcast booth?
Stay where you are, Jeremy. Stay right where you are. You're doing a great job with old Phil Pohl down there.
Yeah, he's got voiceover work written all over. Base hit left field. Renato Nunez opens up the bottom of the 7th.
And when in doubt, throw a hanging slider. That's exactly what that one was.
Seattle prior to the first batter. The 17, Mitch Haniger.
There's the hanger right in the middle of the plate with 2 strikes. And conversely, Bell throws a fastball with 2 strikes, and it was left up to Valencia. The result was a big 3-run home run.
So here's Fegley. Fegley's 0 for 2. He's need to string some hits together, trailing 6-3. Fegley, it's a high pop-up. Beckham near the seats, and Beckham leaps in, and he caught it. And now Nunez is going to try for second, and he just got in, although Cano says, I don't think so.
Wow. And he tagged up, Nunez did, and went halfway. And they're gonna take a look at it. And Robbie was that emphatic. What a play by Gordon Beckham.
One of the best we've seen.
That's right. This is a la Josh Donaldson, catching it, going into the photographer's well down below. He didn't want to go all the way down and see who he's going to meet down there. But what a great play, great concentration. Fans getting out of the way, and wow. Banged his head against the wall, shows the catch, and Nunez.
He threw it from there.
Yeah, and Nunez.
Attention, please, ladies and gentlemen. Seattle is challenging the ruling on the field. The runner at second base was called safe.
He's out.
He's out.
Yep. What a double play. If that
is pretty awesome.
Angel Hernandez on the call.
I mean, Beckham just turned around and listen, he stuck between the tarp and the wall.
Exactly, yeah.
And he threw it, and he got it to Cano, and they're taking a look at it. It was a close play. Angel Hernandez is the umpire on the left. He's the one who made the call.
Yeah, see, and you know, the fault for Nunez is he stopped halfway, and there's the throw, and there's the tag on the back side before the foot gets on the bag, and you'd have to think, unfortunately, it's going to be an unbelievable double play. Yeah, he got it.
Yep.
He probably showed Angel Hernandez that had the ball, and
he's out.
And it's a double play.
Well, that's one of the best you'll see this year, folks. And unfortunately, it went against the Athletics. But boy, you got to give Beckham credit.
Ruling on the field has been overturned. The runner is called out. Now batting center fielder.
For Nunez, it's just not worth the risk.
Well, especially when he stopped halfway. If he had continued, he'd have been safe easily.
So 2 outs. There's Smolinski. The last guy who did that, they made a bobblehead for him.
Yes, they did.
Josh Donaldson.
See, Nunez, he sees it. I mean, you go back and tag, that's all you can do. But once you see it caught, now see, he's going to go halfway and stop. There's no reason. And then continue once he saw that Beckham was down in the photographer's well, or no, behind the tarp, actually, between the tarp and the sidewall. Once he stopped, he couldn't pick up ground again. And you're right, Beckham, from behind the tarp, threw him out.
Two and 1 to Smolinski, who has struck out and singled. Watch how he throws it.
Yeah, he shows that he caught it and then flat foot. I mean, he had no way to stride. And a 2-hop to Robbie Cano applied the quick tag. And again, Cano was showing Angel Hernandez that he had the ball in his glove.
So 2-2 the count to Smolinski.
How was your stride on that throw, Gordon? I had none. There's this big old round thing stopping me.
He was under pressure.
It's too bad.
Almost feel like you can feel the momentum shift.
Yeah.
He's going to lead off hit. Seen some good defensive plays tonight from A's. Have made 3 or 4 very good plays, and that one was very fine by the Mariners.
Look at that. Done more defense. A lot of fastballs inside that are pulled down towards the A's bullpen.
Two pitch, just a touch low, 93 miles an hour from Emilio Pagan. On in relief of Paxton. More action. Tarp is a busy place right now. Sepchinski, who is ready. Another foul ball. So Smolinski having a pretty good at bat. Altavia is also ready to go. He's the right-hander. Pitch. This one will be playable. Beckham's got it. So terrific play by Gordon Beckham. That was the show in the bottom of the 7th. 8th inning coming up. 6-3 Seattle. Flashback. We like to do that. Here it is. Josh Donaldson. See, now he really disappeared.
Yeah.
See, he's gone.
It's amazing. How about another one? Let's make a bobblehead. Why not?
Josh Donaldson.
He had a pretty good night against Chris Sale tonight, too, didn't he?
He had a couple. Yeah. Good call by Ray Fosse. I was going to give you the update on Chris Sale. So here's the Beckham play. Yeah. Very similar. He got a double play out of it. That made it.
But see his head though?
More special.
His head, there's a padding against the wall. But there's also concrete behind the wall. That's
yeah,
just,
he did hit his head a little bit.
That's the padding. I think I said concrete. I think that's strictly just the field level seat that was installed.
So when it's time for a change, think Speedy Oil Change and Auto Service, your trusted oil change, tune-up, and repair expert. So Simon Castro for his 24th appearance, and he gets Cruz.
You could hear a thud like the elbow pad.
Number 10, Yonder
Right on
Alonso.
it. Still hurts a little bit. So Cruz is aboard, being hit by a pitch. That's how the 8th inning gets started.
Scott Brocious.
Yonder Alonso. Was that Scott
Scott
Brocious?
Brocious, yeah, he's assistant hitting coach to Edgar. He was at AAA last year, so he's with them. Of course, everybody knows Raymond, who's right behind him.
Alonso goes after the first pitch, a pop-up. Fegley, the only one with the chance to get it, and he caught it.
Wow, what a play.
Great play by Fegley.
If he beat Chapman, that's a great play. Chapman playing the pull, he had no chance to get to him, and Josh Fegley knew it. He started sprinting as soon as the ball went up in the air. Let's see where Chapman is playing. He's running hard too, but here comes Fegley, the only one, and he cradles it. A little basket catch, and Castro's there to point out in the event there's a tag. What a great play by Josh Fegley. Well, it popped out of his glove, but he cradled it in his chest protector. You know this foul territory, Yonder. You've been here enough to know how foul territory can get you.
So 1 out. Here's Zunino. In there first strike. We can tell you by the lines on the football field that he ran about 25 to 30 yards.
See, he did, and he kept it in his glove the whole way. Hit the heel of the glove and then into the pocket. Great play by Fegley with his back to the ball.
Base hit left field. So Zunino gets his first hit. So 2 on and 1 out for the Mariners.
Now breaking ball hit coming under. It kind of spun up there. Not really sharp breaking down.
Now batting, number 13, Jacob Hanneman.
Fegley will chat with Castro as first at bat for Jacob Hanneman. Hanneman came in for defense. This is Valencia's spot. Hanneman was in the lineup last night. He went 0 for 4 with a strikeout. So that game in Boston, the Blue Jays beat the Red Sox 9-4. 4 home runs off Chris Sale.
That's amazing.
And as you said, Donaldson with a couple. Donaldson's got 33 home runs.
Well, I mean, if you want to say he owns Sale, remember here he had a grand slam off of him to right field in Chicago and had a game-winning hit to right field here. So back-to-back series facing Sale. As remember the Athletics, he had walk-by actually game-winning. The grand slam was just unbelievable.
So Chris Sale knocked around a little bit. ERA now 2.90, still very good. And he will obviously be the Red Sox Game 1 starter, whoever they play in the postseason. Foul. Astros finished off the Rangers. That was a 14-3 final. Cole Hamels gave up 6 earned runs in 3 innings. McCann and Maben homered. And Dallas Keuchel got the win. He's 14-5. So the Astros scored 11 last night against the Rangers. They score 14 tonight. That's an ouch. That series in Arlington. Line drive to Chapman. Fires to first. Healy got there. Yes.
Wow, that's amazing. This kid's unbelievable.
So a double play to get out of the inning, and the Mariners do not score. They will not check it.
I think the Mariners can't believe the strong arm that Chapman has at third.
So we're headed to the bottom of the 8th inning, and the A's still trailing 6-3, but boy, they have put on a show defensively tonight. Game summary brought to you by your local Toyota dealers. 6-9-0 for the Mariners, 3-7-0 for the Athletics. Paxton and Migden started. They were both pretty good, but left for Migden 6+, for Paxton 5 1/3. Alonso Valencia, kids from Miami, each hit home runs, and they were big ones. Nick Vincent is the new pitcher for the Seattle Mariners here in the bottom of the 8th inning. When it's time for change, think Speedy Oil Change and Auto Service, your trusted oil change, tune-up, and repair experts. So good season for Nick Vincent, 2.86 ERA, 68th appearance. So he's got the top of the A's order. Foul back just to our right.
This is unbelievable. The arm strength there. He looked to second and then very quickly in the same move through to first and diving back and out on the double play. It's Matt Chapman showing off the strong arm again. His reflexes and to be able to catch a ball, look at both second and first, and realize the only play was at first, and still able to throw it hard enough across the diamond to get to.
Simeon homered in the first, his 9th of the year. Of course, Edwin Diaz is the Mariners' closer. It's kind of a high, looked like a high slider maybe, high cut fastball.
Getting underneath it a little bit, causing the ball to get elevated.
Chapman and Lowry to follow. Fly ball center field. Hanneman comes in. He waits and he's got it. So out number 1 here in the bottom of the 8th.
Wow.
That is a nice play by that gentleman.
Batting third baseman.
Check the left hand with the phone.
Matt Chapman.
Go after it. Just cradle it down.
Nice play, sir.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's got a glass. It's a glass.
what's in there? First pitch strike to Chapman. Chapman 0 for 3. Couple of strikeouts and a ground out. Fastball a little elevated. Chapman missed it. So 0-2 the count. With 7 hits in the game, they have stranded just 3 runners through 7 innings. It's funny as I look at my scorecard, they have not had a runner in scoring position. Tapped over the mound, and it somehow gets through into center field. Chapman will take it. I believe they call that a seeing eye single.
I think you're right.
Now batting second baseman.
And that's the old tumbler again, right on top. And a couple of guys going for it. Right into center field. Just don't collide, guys, and they didn't. So the hanging breaking ball again hit.
So 1 out single. That's the 8th hit for the A's. Mariners have 9, and here's Lowry. Lowry has hit a fly ball to center field. He has grounded to third, and then he singled and scored. Scored on the home run by Chris Davis. Sinker low, 2-0. The bullpen for the Mariners is quiet. Line drive, and that's a base hit.
Another hanger. Have a good night, KD.
So the right man is coming up.
Look at the ball just staying up, and for Vincent to elevate pitches like that, sort of happened last night with Gossett. It's the same thing, Jed Lowry. Did not get out far enough to hit it down the corner for his patented double, but he'll take the base hit to keep it going.
So here comes Davis. Sipczynski, who was up last inning, looks like he's going to loosen up quickly again. Davis, a 2-run homer in the 6th that gave the A's the lead at that time. Oh, and he got one to hit. A hanger.
Well, this is what he did to give the A's the lead. This fastball from Paxton that just got the head out, and once that happens for Chris Davis, rest is history.
Another one. So he's got a couple pitches to hit. Most home runs in back-to-back seasons in Oakland A's history. Chris Davis, 84. McGuire with 86. McGuire with 91. That was 95, 96, and then 96, 97. 0-2 pitch. He wanted a high fastball, did the catcher Zunino. Davis did not go after it.
That's one of the dangers. Saw Alonso hit a pitch that was supposed to be a high fastball and hit it for a 2-run home run. Valencia's was a fastball that was elevated after missing a couple of sliders.
Inside with a fastball. The crowd tonight, 13,513 into it. Left center field. Gamel's over there though, and Gamel makes the catch. So maybe a little bit off the end of the bat.
Exactly what happened. You're right. Vincent had to be shaken a little bit after seeing the ball leave his bat. That's exactly what happened. Check where the bat, the contact is made. That's just enough out there. As strong as Chris Davis is, stayed up just long enough, and maybe that part is strong enough for it to stay up.
And that's probably the difference. If you watch that and then you think about his home run earlier, that's the difference of waiting just a little bit longer. And if he waits a little longer, he probably hits the ball to center field.
Yeah.
Just down off the end of the bat a little bit. So it's up to Healy. 2 on, 2 out. A's trailing by 3. Healy takes a strike. Ryan Healy, a single in the second, a single in the fourth, a ground out in the 6th. Trinan and Hatcher getting loose. Bottom of the 8th inning. That's a good pitch by Vincent. Catches the outside corner. So just a tight little slider maybe.
Yeah. Just enough to catch a corner, and really not a bad pitch to take, even though it was called a strike, but you're not going to do much with it anyway.
So that's Diaz, the closer, who gets up. Fastball is high, and again Zunino wanted the high heater.
Healy has 25 home runs.
Drives this one towards center, but it's in the ballpark. Hanneman back. He's got it. So the A's threaten, but do not score. Strand a pair. 9th inning coming up. Mariners 6, A's 3. So we have reached the 9th inning at the Coliseum with the Mariners leading 6-3. Castro is the 4th pitcher of the night. Migden went 6. Dull a 1/3 of an inning. Coulomb 2/3 of an inning. And then for Castro, this is his 2nd inning of work. All games final in the American League. Line drive and a base hit. So Gordon Beckham is 2 for 4.
Fans, only a few more days to vote for the A's 50th anniversary team for next season. Select from a list of the top all-time A's greats to make the team. Voting is open now at athletics.com/50 and will only be active until the end of the regular season. Once the voting period ends, the ballots will be tabulated and the honorees will be announced at a later date. The Oakland Athletics 50th anniversary team will be honored at events during the 2018 season.
There's Taylor Motter. Canna moving in and over toward the line. He's got it. So that's out number 1. Ricky Henderson, number 35 jersey. How about that?
Number 16, Ben.
Great color scheme.
You know, if Steve Woosnam sees that, he may be saying, hey, let's order that one.
I'm telling you. Yeah. Fastball inside to Ben Gamel. Ben Gamel has 3 hits tonight. 2 singles, double, and he's knocked in a run. His bloop single in the 7th inning knocked in the run. So I was saying, all the games final in the American League. A couple West Coast games still going on in the National League. Sam Mole starts to throw. Nobody clinched tonight. Twins are close.
Oh, clank.
He had it.
Clank.
He had it.
Can't believe he got the ball after clanking.
I think if you drop it and then somebody gives it to you,
yeah,
you have to give it to a child.
That's right.
Well, it helps to put the glove fully on the hand. There you go.
She throw it out on the field?
I don't think so. She was about to get a little embarrassed.
She doesn't know that everybody saw her.
She's a little embarrassed.
She's thinking it's just that little group down there.
Swing and a miss on a pitch in the dirt. Gamble chased it, so a little too aggressive. So 2 outs here in the top of the 9th inning with Edwin Diaz, the closer, warming up for Seattle.
Number 17.
It's like to see those sliders that go down like a split finger fastball, and that one did. Josh Phegley, of course, doing his job blocking balls. There is Diaz, the hard throwing 2-pitch pitcher, fastball, slider, sinker slider, 4-seamer slider.
So here's Haniger for his 5th at bat. He is 0 for 4. Haniger has a couple of ground outs, one of them a double play, a strikeout, and a fly ball to right field.
Oh my.
Pretty good jump. Maybe the greatest jump in the history of baseball.
Wow. Talk about leaving early. Beckham probably thinking, I'm going to go look for wallets. I can't do anything wrong tonight. Catch a ball in the tarp, throw flat-footed, and get a double play, and take off running, and it doesn't matter.
Well, Haniger strikes out. So we're headed to the bottom of the ninth. A's need 3 to tie and 4 to go home. They'll have to do it against Edwin Diaz.
The game, they were former Athletics at one time, or at least they were Athletics at one time. They're not former. That's Yonder Alonso with a 2-run bolt, a high fastball, and then Danny Valencia, a fastball, the outer part of the plate, over the left center field wall. That would be a 3-run home run.
So here it is, the bottom of the ninth. He's going to have to do it against a pretty good closer in Edwin Diaz. He's 32 for 36 in save opportunities, 84 strikeouts in 63 innings. He can lose the strike zone occasionally, as Joey Wendell is going to lead things off. He's hitting for Canna. First pitch, fastball, swing and a miss. So Wendell hitting for Canna. Nunez in the on-deck circle, and then Fegley. And a quick 0-2. Joey Wendell has 4 hits and 12 at-bats. Of course, the grand slam in Philadelphia. He's also got a double.
And one of the biggest is a base hit to left field, and that's what he'd be trying to do right now. The A's trail by 3.
Pitch, swing and a miss, struck him out 98 miles an hour. So on 3 pitches, Joey Wendell strikes out. That's not an easy task to come in and pinch hit when a guy throws as hard as Diaz does.
Now batting designated hitter.
So here's Nunez.
22, Renato Nunez.
So Matt Joyce comes out into the on-deck circle. Nunez has a base hit, 1 for 3. Just a touch low. That one is called a strike. 98 again. Coming up, Ace Post Game Live, presented by, as always, State Farm. Brody, Shooty, and Stu are on hold in the studio. The seats, and it will. Got to have a quick bat to do that against 98 miles an hour.
Well, Nunez has it. He's been able to hit quite a few home runs at the minor league level. That man's hit him at the big league level. Chris Davis, 42 in back-to-back seasons with 5 games remaining after tonight.
98 again, and that's another strikeout. So back-to-back strikeouts for Diaz as he's just rearing back and letting it go.
Well, not elevated, but you can elevate at 98 and get away with it. 92, not so much.
So 2 outs, and it's up to Joyce. He's need a couple of base runners. A little bit low as Joyce checks his swing. Outside Joyce as a pinch hitter this year is 2 for 12.
Remember, he said he learned a lot playing for Pittsburgh last year in the pinch hitting role. He's of course played regularly. Occasionally he gets a day off against the lefty, which he did tonight against Paxton. And the idea is throw about 12 out of the strike zone, load the bases, and get 1 swing of the bat. Let's go home.
You can't lose the strike zone.
Mike Sedano says, calm down. Just throw fastballs right down the middle.
So 3-1 the count to Joyce. Bruce Maxwell has come out into the on-deck circle.
That's a gift.
3-1 pitch is hit hard, but right to Alonso, who backhands it, steps on the bag, and that's the ball game. So the A's lose for the 8th consecutive time to the Seattle Mariners. So that's hard to believe, but Mariners have won the first 2 games of the series. Tonight's game took 2 hours and 46 minutes. The attendance was 13,513. The final score tonight from the Coliseum, the final night home game of the year, and it goes to the Mariners. Mariners 6, A's 3. Time now for A's Postgame Live, presented by State Farm. Here is Brody, Shooty, and Stu.